friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie. Thanks for joining me on this book vlog or reading vlog. It is a Thursday and I finished all of my work early. I do kind of want to edit my August TBR video and I'm looking some type of way today. Please ignore the dog eating food because she has to do that right when I turn the camera on. So as you just saw, I went to the craft store. I really wanted to do some sort of craft tonight. I really wanted to do a paint by numbers, but my craft store had like 3 paint by numbers and I didn't like them because they were for like children and they're really tiny. I went with this diamond painting, the advanced version. I've literally never done this in my life. I've only seen people do it on TikTok. Like, I've never seen it in real life. I've only seen it in video. We'll see how this goes. I'm going to listen to an audiobook while I do this. Currently, I am reading The Silent Patient. It is going okay. I'm still trying to get into it and I'm just kind of struggling connecting, I guess. And it's funny because this would be the kind of book that I would probably like the most. Like, I love a psychological thriller situation, dual POV, first person. I'm just distracted and I'm having a hard time concentrating and I really just want to kind of like sit down and focus and listen, even though this might take over my brain. I don't know. So that's how this evening is gonna go. I also just started reading Does It Hurt? So we're working on that. I am going to edit my August TBR. Time is flying. I really want to get that diamond painting started and I really want to finish The Silent Patient tonight and then potentially start another book. Hopefully one of the books that I mentioned on my TBR. I think I will get to some of these because they are free. I don't have to pay for the books because I already have them. I feel like sometimes when I do TBRs, I do it like books that I don't even own, which makes literally 0 sense because then I would have to obtain the book and me obtaining the book is not gonna happen. Let me know if you guys read the books that are in your TBRs because I really need to know. Is it just me not reading the books in my TBRs? Even though I want to read all the books, they just don't happen the month that I say that they're gonna happen. They happen like the next month or just never. So I am now uploading the video I just edited for my channel. It's gonna go live tomorrow, Friday, August 5th. Okay, so I just opened it. Are you kidding? I have so many things, like all of these packets of gems and I have double the amount of that and I just have to have them like open bags. What have I got myself into, people? The ones I've seen on TikTok, they have those like big gem things, like you could put 5 of them at once, but this looks like you need pristine concentration.
Constantly following up the ladder, pestering her when she'd much rather be silent.
You're covered in stickers, Rory. I did some things. I'm eating grapes. I went outside and set up our hammock and I read Silent Patient, or I listened to Silent Patient and I finished it. I'm still kind of processing, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to give it a 3.5. It's interesting because this book has a lot of 5-star reviews on Goodreads, but I saw the plot twist coming like pretty soon on in. Like, I almost expected the ending. So I don't know. I'm glad I read it. It's just not what I expected at all. So now on Scribd, I don't normally do this, but I'm listening to a book right after. Beautiful Bombshell. This one is the 2.5 of the Beautiful Bastard series. So it's kind of a quick read and I'm excited. It is Friday morning and I woke up to rain. Like yesterday I was saying it was like 100 degrees and all of a sudden it's 70 or something, 66. But yeah, on the agenda for today, I just have to do some work, reading or listening to audiobooks throughout the breaks and random moments of the day. And I don't know what's going on later, but I am, like you saw last night, I'm reading Beautiful Bombshell 2.5 of the Beautiful Bastard series by Christina. It's like a super quick read. It's literally just smut, like nothing else. So I'm just going to chill for another like half hour, listen to a little bit of rain, and wake up. The deck is all wet. It's just beautiful out here, and this is the perfect day for some reading and work, of course. I'm listening to this video by Leor Alexandra on YouTube, and she's talking about thinking about how everything matters instead of how nothing matters. Like, just that switch can bring you so much more love in life and meaning. And I thought that was really nice because I always feel like I'm under the assumption of like nothing matters, like why am I even doing this? But in reality, everything matters and everything could be great and everything is love. And you know, the phone call I was supposed to have at 9 did not happen. They just didn't show up again. The same person that didn't show up before. So I've been reading the beautiful Bombshell book while in the middle of all my things. And I don't know if I'm like super enjoying it. I really like the spice. I like Chloe and Bennett more than the other couple. The other couple is from the second book, Beautiful Stranger. But I just think it's such a strange concept. They're on Bennett's bachelor party in Vegas, and then Chloe, I guess, is on her bachelorette party at the same time. But Bennett and Max can't stop thinking about their women. I know this is like probably like a cute thing, but like they're not enjoying their bachelor party. Like they've had sex like 3 times in this one night, and they're like, no, we have to go do it again. And I'm just like, don't you want to like enjoy yourself for like 1 second? I just thought that was so strange. Is it just me? It's like all rainy and stormy outside, and I really don't want to read a summer book, and that's on those books are pretty much my whole TBR for this month because I'm trying to wrap up my summer books, so I'm not gonna read a summer book in like November, you know. I was trying to read Every Summer After by Carly Fortune, and I'm having like a really hard time with it. I got like 50 pages in. I don't know if I should keep trying, but after watching The Summer I Turned Pretty, it's like very similar vibes. People are saying it's like Love in Other Words and The Summer I Turned Pretty in one book, and that's how I'm feeling right now. I have a really hard time reading things that are like similar or that I've heard before. Like I have a hard time reading a book if I've seen the movie. Not gonna happen. I'll see the movie if I've read the book, but I cannot, like I just can't. I attempted to start reading this one. It's not going well, and it's unfortunate because people said it's such a good book, but my attention span's like, nope, I've heard this before. Tell me what you think about this book in the comments, because should I DNF it? Should I keep going? So I got a little sidetracked because I just checked my bank account for funsies and saw that someone stole all my money. So I was just on the phone with the bank for like 45 minutes, which was so fun. Somebody like stole money through Zelle through my account. That was fun, but I did finish Beautiful Bombshell, which was an accomplishment. I gave it like a 3.5 out of 5 just because I don't love Max and Sophie for some reason. They're just like not giving me what I want. Ben and Chloe though, I don't know what it is, but that is what I need in my life. I worked on reels for my Instagram and I posted one. It was like my July wrap up even though it's August 5th. But you know what? I'm learning. I have like a job and so many distractions, so I think it's okay that it's 5 days late, and I don't care if anyone sees it or not, really. Actually, everything matters, like I was saying before. Everything matters. I don't know. Okay, I am back. It's been a little bit. I am currently reading Does It Hurt? But I'm reading it on Kindle on my phone. I sometimes get my iPad out and read Kindle on that, but it's always dead, and I'm just too lazy to do anything about it. The cat is squeaking at something. So I'm just going to read. We're gonna watch Pretty Little Liars in a little bit. We just went to dinner at a Mexican restaurant and I am stuffed. So I'm just gonna chill the rest of the night and not do anything that exciting except for read. It's actually a couple days later. I literally can't remember where I left off. I finished some books. I wish I took you along with me more in depth of this book. I read The Never King by Nikki St. Crow. Fascinating read. It was pretty cheesy. This is about like a Peter Pan Wendy situation, or her name is Winnie. She's like great-great-granddaughter of Wendy. And Peter Pan lost his shadow, and he thinks that the Darling Girls are gonna help find it. So it just turns into like a lot of sexual things. It's a really short read. I enjoyed it just because it was so cheesy. Some of the lines that this girl, I think it was mostly the girl's thoughts. I was like, I don't know who's thinking these thoughts, but I'm laughing out loud. So if you want a quick read, I mean, it was it was almost 200 pages. I'm now reading, I'm literally 2 pages in. I'm now reading the dark one, which is the second one. I heard it wasn't as good as the first one. They're both tiny. And then I am making some progress on Does It Hurt by H.D. Carlton. I am about 77% the way through. This book is about this girl who has to steal people's identities to keep safe. And she steals it from this guy named Enzo, and then it's the craziest story I've read this year, I think. Like, just the scenes alone are questionable, like the sexual scenes. Like, he is very intense, puts her on the edge of death type of situation. So I am excited to get through this because I think it's kind of slowing down a little bit. That's what I heard a lot of people say, like towards the end it gets a little slow. We're working on that. As well, I ditched a couple books that I probably mentioned earlier, but now I am listening to Beautiful Player, you can barely see that, by Christina Lauren. This is the 3rd book in the Beautiful Bastard series. I don't know if that's the series name, but this is like another spin-off from one of the main guy's friends. The second one was one of the guy's friends. The third one is one of his friends. So it's just a very smutty situation, I guess. And it's fine. I mean, the first one really got me, and then the ones afterwards are kind of eh. But I can't read all day. I have to do some work, unfortunately, but fortunately. So I'm gonna do that and then hopefully get to Does It Hurt? We're also going to the fair later. Our county has a fair in town from Wednesday to Sunday, so we're gonna go tonight, I think, and that should be fun. I'm reading Does It Hurt on the floor while my work is exporting, and the cat is in need of love. Oh god. And this book is trippy. So they're in this lighthouse because they're stranded on this island with this man. And the man claims that there's like ghosts upstairs because they're like making so much noise. They're like dragging chains on the floor. They're screaming, they're crying. They like try to get into their room and their door's all messed up. Like, that's real ghosts, and they're just like believe it. Like, I feel like that's such a weird plot. I know this is like written by the same person that wrote Haunting Adeline, so she probably likes some creepy stuff or whatever. I don't know what she's doing. What are you doing, weirdo? Things are weird, doing weird in this book. That's all I can say. I really want to finish it today, but I feel like I'm not going to because I have an hour and 10 minutes left. So unless I sit here for a straight hour, it's not gonna happen. And I have more work to do. So that's where we're at. You can see Rory in the mirror. But I just wanted to wrap up this vlog. I finished Does It Hurt last night by H.D. Carlton, and I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars just because it wasn't my like trope. He was very violent and aggressive and like kind of abusive, and so I think that usually throws me off. Other than that, it was good. It was like really intense, like with the ghost situation turning into things and like a lot of violence and The spicy scenes were good, but I think they just got covered up with how violent he was. I know people really like this book, and I totally understand why, but it's just not my personal, like, favorite trope to read. So 3.5 out of 5. I read some interesting books this week. Yeah, I'm excited to see what the next week has to offer. I just started a new book. I started Praise by Sarah Kate. I thought I would try to get into that series. I haven't read a Sarah Kate book yet, so I'm super excited to try them out. Like, I see her everywhere, and I need to get my hands on some of these. This one I think is like a praise kink trope situation, like older guy, younger woman. So if you've read any of these books, let me know, and I will be vlogging again. Like, if I'm sharing the books that I'm reading, I might actually finish them. I'm still reading Beautiful Player by Christina Lauren. I literally have like 35 minutes left in the audiobook. I just haven't finished it. I'm probably gonna give that book a 3 out of 5. It just wasn't my favorite one. We're gonna finish it and review it. But other than that, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below if you've read any of these books, and I will catch you in the next one. I hope you have a great day. Bye!